Hello, Katja.
Добре, здравейте отново. Благодаря ви, че се присъединявате към тази презентация на Университета Католика. Изчаквам още една минута. В 31 ще започне нашият колега да презентира, като в началото ще пусне едно видео с българска студентка, която вече завърши всъщност Католика, която има някои интересни неща да разкаже. И след това Матео ще направи своята презентация, но изчакваме още една минутка, за да се присъединят всички желаящи към презентацията. Матео, just one more minute.
Yep.
Okay. I see that new people are joining in.
Okay.
Отново Матео Маняни ще направи презентация на Католика. Той е официалният представител на училището и отговаря за нашият пазар. Като ще ви помоля, ако имате въпроси, да ги задавате в чат секцията, не в Q&A, в чат секцията, тъй като това ще бъде секцията, която ще следиме. В нея ще пуснем и линк към следващата презентация след това, ако искате да се включите по-лесно към нея. От тук ще можете да го направите. И моите колеги Ивелина и Катя ще следят за вашите въпроси в чат секцията и ще дават отговори на някои от тях. А накрая Матео също ще има възможност да отговори на въпросите ви. Той ще презентира през цялото време. Накрая на презентацията има 10 минутки, в които ще отговори на всички зададени въпроси. Well, Mateo, it's your turn now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dimitar. Thank you to all the team of Skylines for the organization of these events, and thanks to all students who are attending this presentation online. So, as Dimitar has already told you, we are going to start with a video of a former student of our university that has been, let's say, our ambassador for some time. She has helped also at the international office, so she has been a colleague of ours because she worked in our international department. Unfortunately, today she couldn't be with us, but she left this video for us to share with you.
Здравейте, аз се казвам Паула. Може би вече съм се срещала с някой от вас на предишните презентации на Университета Католика. Само преди 2 месеца завърших бакалавърската си програма именно там. И в момента съм в Мадрид, където правя стаж в Италианската търговска камара, благодарение на порталът Stage and Placement, който Католика предлага за завършилите студенти. Аз учих чужди езици и международни отношения, като повечето от предметите ми се преподаваха на италиански език и може би тук е мястото да уточня, че аз не съм учила в италианско училище и започнах да уча езика може би година преди това. Надявам се това да насърчи много от вас, които може би не са до толкова уверени в знанията си в това дали ще се справят. Самият университет също предлага курсове по италиански, какъвто курс направих и аз, за да достигна минималното ниво, което се изискваше, именно B2. Моят път също започна от една презентация на Католика по време на изложението Study in Italy, което Skylines организират ежегодно. Щом се влюбих в университета, реших да ида на място, да посетя кампусът им в Милано и същевременно да опозная града. По време на целия процес на кандидатстване се доверих изцяло на Skyline, защото, честно казано, всичко ми се струваше непознато. Смятам, че по отношение на стипендиите, ние, българските студенти, имаме наистина добри възможности. Аз лично успях и през 3 години да взема пълна стипендия. За първата година тя се базира на доходите на семейството, като вече от втората и третата година се взимат предвид освен доходите и определен брой кредити, които студентът трябва да покрие, като кредитите са, да кажем, точки от всеки взет изпит. Настаняването е друг въпрос, който съм сигурна, че ви вълнува много. Аз лично бях в едно от общежитията на университета, но за съжаление е трудно да бъдеш приет, още по-малко ако не знаеш италиански. Затова мога да кажа, че 90% от студентите и не само българските студенти избират варианта апартамент, който в повечето случаи е споделен с други студенти. През третата си година имах страхотната възможност да работя по 4 часа на ден в международният офис на университета, заедно с Матео и неговите колеги. Това ми даде възможност и да пътувам много, представяйки университета на международни изложения в Париж, Грузия, Албания, България няколко пъти по време на Study in Italy и беше наистина невероятен опит. Връщайки се малко назад, вече мога да кажа, че това бяха 4-те най-интересни, интензивни и вълнуващи години от живота ми. И ако имате каквито и да било съмнения, въпроси, можете да се свържете с мен. Аз вече имам контакт с някои бъдещи и настоящи студенти, български студенти в Католика и ще се радвам да ви помогна с каквото мога, защото аз самата също съм минала по този път и разбирам всичките ви вълнения. Желая ви успех!
Okay, can you just confirm that you can see my screen properly?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, as I told you, this is the testimonial of one of our students that has been with us for the past 3 years. I think that's, well, this video is not really up to date because she was still in Madrid. Now she's working in Switzerland for another very important education group. And this is just to show you something that we are going to underline during the presentations, the employability and the chances that the university offer to find a job for all our community, national and international one. But let's get started. So let's start with some general information about the university. Now, then we are going to check a little bit the offer, the academic offer in English, or the academic offer that is addressed to our international students. And then we are going to check some more practical kind of information about application, timeline, deadlines, requirements, and scholarship opportunities, especially for the international community. So here you can see the map of the country. This is also the map of our campuses. As you can see, Cattolica has several campuses spread in different cities in the country. Certainly the main campus, the oldest campus, the campus that hosts the majority of our students, both national and international students, is the campus in Milan, number one in this slide. We are celebrating now 100 years of history of this campus. So this can give you already an idea of how the university is radicated in the territory, and it's really part of the education system of the country. Second campus in terms of capacity, in terms of number of students, is the campus in Rome, campus number 4, which is a campus that is dedicated, I would say, 95% of its capacity to programs that are related to medicine. So this is where we offer our medical degree in medicine and surgery that is entirely taught in English. We teach these subjects in Rome because in Rome the university is affiliated with one of the largest and most important hospital of the country, that is Ospedale Gemelli. Of course, this, which is really next door with the faculties in the same building, in the same structures. So it's really a unique opportunity for us and for our students to be involved into practical activities right from the beginning of their studies. And we are really one of the few universities able to offer this kind of connection because, as you can imagine, naturally, all our professors are specialists or surgeons at the hospital. So there is really a unique connection between the practical activities in the hospitals and the theoretical activities that our students undertake in class. This is something that you can find in all the campuses, in all the programs that that Cattolica offers. This connection with the outside professional and business world. This is something that starts right from the beginning, from the creation of the program, because we do update our academic offer every year. We launch every year new programs according to the trends, according to the needs, according to the inputs that we receive from the outside professional and business world. This is probably one of the reasons why our students, for our students, is a little easier to find a job immediately after graduation, is because the university right from the beginning tries to teach them and to prepare them for the challenges that the companies are facing in this moment and they think they will face in the future. So this is something that I was saying you can find in all the programs, in all the campuses. And another excellent example is campus number 2, the campus of Piacence and Cremona. These two cities are located 60 kilometers south from Milano, in the middle of the so-called Italian food valley. So this is where we produce the majority of our typical products. And this is where the university focuses attention on all programs that are food and agriculture related. So we have plenty of programs in this area. Some are more technical, some are more managerial. But in any case, this is the right location for us to connect with local, national, but also international companies operating in the field. Last but not least is our campus in Brescia, always very close to the main campus, to Milano. We are talking about 80 kilometers from Milano. Beautiful cities, very close to the lakes and the mountains. In this moment in Brescia, we offer only a couple of quite technical master programs. Just a few additional words about the main campus, about Milano. I said already, this is where we host the majority of our student community, so it's the largest campus for number of students. It's also where we offer the majority of our English taught programs, and it's therefore the city where we host the majority of our international students. If you have visited Milan already, you certainly recognize the cathedral in this slide. This is the Duomo di Milano, is the most central cathedral and square of the city. Cattolica is located 5 minutes walking away from here. So we are really in the historical city center, in a beautiful campus, in a beautiful building, really in the middle of the Italian beauty, the architecture, and everything you can expect from an historical city center of an Italian city. Probably you know also that Milano is by far the most important city when it comes to the economy. So it's certainly the commercial heartland of the country. I will give you just a couple of numbers. 25% of the GDP, meaning that the richness of 1/4 of the richness of the country is generated in Milano and in the region where Milano is located, which is the Lombardy region. So really a big part of the richness of the country is generated around the city of Milano. 300,000 companies in town, 50,000 of them are international companies. So I think it's easy to translate these numbers into job opportunity, especially for our international community. Milano is really an international city. We have plenty of international students, plenty of international professionals. Just to give you an idea, only in our university, only at Cattolica University, but in all our campuses, we enrolled last year students coming from 150 different nationalities. So you can imagine the kind of international environment that you can find at the university and in the city. And I believe this is one of the other plus that we can offer. So a true international experience to our students, because really you're going to be in class with students coming from really everywhere in the world, bringing different personal experience, different skills that you can take advantage of, really. So we said about the locations, and which are very, very important for also the connections you can do with your international classmates, your national classmates, with employers especially. Certainly the locations are not enough for you to choose Cattolica as your destination of your study abroad experience. I'm sure you're looking for a quality university under the academic point of view. Cattolica has 12 different schools, meaning that we teach plenty of different subjects, going from agriculture to medicine, going through economics, management, political science, psychology, communication, many others. All of them have been ranked in the last couple of years among the top 300 in the world, all of them, but some of them with better rankings. Top 200 for the Faculty of Economics and Management, which is the one promoting the majority of our English taught programs. Top 150 for the Faculty of Medicine, top 100 for the Faculty of Psychology. So this is to tell you that no matter what you choose to study at the university, you can expect very high academic standards, international academic standards. But then Cattolica has even better rankings when it comes to employability, as I mentioned before, and Paola certainly is a fantastic example of what we do to try to help our students to immediately find a job. As I said before, we start by teaching them the right things in the right moment. So we update our offer, we update our classes on a yearly basis, according to what companies are looking for in young graduates. But then we have a very active stage and placement office. We promote every year more than 6,000 internships that are offered only to our student community. We organized, or we used to, this year unfortunately it was not possible, career days at the university. So we invite plenty of partner companies at the university. So it's a unique chance for our students to simply walk around campus and submit as many CV as they want. In terms of international rankings, Cattolica for the last 2 years has been ranked #1 for connection students-employer, because this is, as I said, something that starts from the beginning of your program. You are exposed to employer, you are exposed to professional, you are exposed to real cases of companies. So really Cattolica prepares you to be ready to start your work activity right after graduation. We have been ranked all over the world, 2019, as among the top 130 universities in the world for general employability, and 77 for partnership with employers. So plenty of agreements, plenty of joint projects that we have with international and national companies. Very quickly on the system of education that you can find in Italy. Probably you're going to see these kind of slides a lot throughout the day, so I'm gonna be very, very quick. Our bachelors, they last for 3 years, the majority of them. Only 2 exceptions: law 5 years, just one cycle program, no division between bachelor and master, and medicine, 6 years of medical degree plus 4 years of specialization for the ones who wish to continue. For all other programs, you can expect to have a 3 years bachelor, following which our students can choose between a specializing master and a 2 years master of science, which is what you need, the 2 years master of science, if you are already planning to continue your study. So if you know already you want to attend a PhD after graduation, you need to complete a 2 years master of science. The other differences between the two kinds of masters, we are going to see them later on during the presentation. So now I'm going to introduce you to the programs that are taught in English at the university. So I know that every year we enroll several students from Bulgaria into programs that are entirely taught in Italian. I know we have some very well-ranked, very well ranked Italian high schools in Sofia, and we receive plenty of students every year. So of course, if you have any questions about the Italian taught programs, please, at the end of the presentation, I will be more than happy to give you all the details also about this kind of academic offer. So I was saying about the English taught programs, these are the ones available for the upcoming September, so September 2021. As you can see, most of them are taught in Milano: finance, communication management, economics and management, international relations, and psychology. One in the food campus, as we call it, in Piacence campus in food production management, and then the bachelor degree, the medical degree in medicine and surgery in our campus in Rome. I will just spend a couple of words about the program in medicine, because this is the only one for which we have a different application and selection procedure, admission procedure. So for this program, there will be a test that for all European students is going to be in May. Applications are still open, so you can still apply to the program, and then you will have to sit for the admission test that has been postponed to May, to give all European students the chance to travel to one of the test centers that we have around the European Union. But I have to anticipate that the largest one in terms of capacity are the one in Milano and Rome. So admission is only based on the results of the test. For all other students, the admission procedure is based on the documents that you have to send to the school. So mainly the results that you have in high school, especially in subjects that are particularly relevant for the degree that you have chosen. For example, for economics and management, you need to have very high grades in mathematics. Later on, we are going to check all other details on the admission process. Sorry. About our master programs. So here, the most important things for me to let you know about the academic offer for masters, because it's really quite a wide academic offer. We have plenty of programs to choose from. So it's really important for me to explain you the nature and the structure of the programs, the two kinds of masters that you can find at the university. So the 2 years Master of Science, I would say, is a program that is stronger under the academic point of view. So the level of the class is a little higher. You will have more classes, more home study. So it's a program that at the end will give you a more solid preparation in the subject that you are studying. You will get 100 and 200 credits over the 2 years, which is what you need, as I said, if you wish to continue further with your studies. Normally, you have the first year and a half that is focused more on academic learning, so classes and home study, while the last 6 months are dedicated to more practical kind of activities, internship, consultancy projects, so also for. And then the final thesis at the end of the second year. On the 2 years Master of Science, you have another plus that you can really design your curriculum, meaning that you have plenty of elective courses you can choose from. So there are some subjects that are mandatory for all students. So you must pass those subjects. But then it's plenty of others you can choose from. For example, we have some masters where we have up to 20 elective courses you can choose from. So you can really choose the subjects you are more interested in, or the subject that you think are going to be more useful for the job you have in mind after graduation. The specializing master instead is a program that's right from the beginning, it's absolutely very, very practical. So smaller classes, more interaction among students and among the professors, more professionals coming to teach some of the classes, to explain real cases of companies. So there is more group works and less academic study. So at the end of the program, more practical skills in order to be able to immediately start to work in an office and do not be lost in the practical activities of an office, but less theory, so less academic preparation. So there is no answer to the question which one is the best program. It's really according to each of you. So we have students who finish their degree, their bachelor degree very early. They are still very young and they want to dedicate some time to their education. In this case, the 2 years master can be the perfect choice. And then we have students coming from certain system of education, for example, in Russia or in Brazil, they have degrees for 4 or 5 years. So for them, maybe the 1 year master, it's going to be the better way to finish up the academic career in the shortest possible time, given the length of the bachelor. But once again, it's really important to check the programs and get in touch with us and our colleagues of Skylines to understand which is the best choice according to every student. Now, very quickly, the list of programs available. So as I said, for master degrees, we have a very long list of programs that are entirely taught in English. While you can see this slide, you can see the list of the programs available. Just another few words about the admission process for the 2 years masters. So here, as I said, the program are stronger under the academic point of view, and the level of the class is a little higher. So for all 2 years master programs, we are only looking for students coming from the same academic background or from a very similar one. So these are the ones, the programs available for the Milan campus. As you can see, plenty of programs related to business, but also other programs in very different areas, such as European studies, arts management, or art and industry of narration, which is about screenwriting for cinema and television. This is to complete the list of the programs. As you can see, for every campus, there are different subjects that are taught. Healthcare is taught where we have the hospital. So healthcare management, it's really a managerial program, but they're related to our hospital function. So this is where we teach healthcare. In the campus in Piacenza, other programs that are related to food, some more managerial, some more technical, and the 2 very technical master degrees that are available in the campus of Brescia, that are new programs that the university has just launched. And this is related to what I said before. So the university updating the academic offer according to the new challenges and the new requests that we receive from the professional and business world. Data science, for example, it's one of the new important challenges, data analysis that companies nowadays are facing, and they are looking more and more for students with that specific preparation. Going to the 1 year specializing master, this is the list of the programs starting every year in September. We have a few starting in January, but this is the list for September. As you can see, again, the majority of them are taught in Milano. Regarding the admission process, as I said, for the 2 years master, we are only looking for students with the same academic background, while here we can be a bit more flexible. Don't get me wrong, it's not in flexibility in terms of the quality of the students we are looking for, but in terms of academic background. So for example, a student with a background in engineering or political science cannot be admitted to the 2 years master in management, but it can be absolutely a good candidate for the 1 year master, for example, in international business or strategic management for global business. So here the list of the programs available for next September. As you can see, plenty of different programs as well on the one-year master side, luxury, marketing, communication, managerial programs, one in viticulture in the campus of Piacenza, and cultural diplomacy in the campus of Rome. And this is to complete the list of the master, the English taught programs at the university. As I mentioned before, we have some of the specializing masters starting every year in January, and here is the list. A couple of programs in the field of political science, in cooperation and Middle Eastern studies, and then arts management, and last but not least, another one-year master in the field of data science. So tuition fees and scholarships, we are almost at the end of the presentation, and then I will be more than happy to answer all the questions you might have. So for all European students, the fees are calculated according to the family income. They go from 3,500 up to almost 9,000 for 3 years bachelors and 2 years masters. Medicine is certainly the most expensive program at the university, and it goes from 7,000 to 16,000 per year. And for the specializing master, there is a flat fee for all students, European and non-European students. So my suggestion would be to refer to my colleagues of Skylines to submit your application, because they cooperate with us since many years. They know very well our entry requirements. They know very well how to prepare a good application. So they can really make your life a lot easier under the point of view of the bureaucracy, documents collection and so on, but also they can give you a very precise indication of what you can expect to pay according to your family income. So they can really give you also this kind of evaluation. About scholarship opportunities. So all students enroll at the university. So after the enrollment in September, you can apply for an income-based scholarship. So although we are a private university, we can benefit from these state funds, allowing plenty of our students to actually study for free at the university and receive a money contribution that can be up to 5,000 euros per year. It's an amazing opportunity because you can study in one of the leading Italian universities for free and get some money contribution. And once again, my colleagues of Skylines can give you all the information you need about the documents you need to submit, when you need to submit them, what are your real chances to get the scholarship according to your family income. So another reason to refer to them. So we are almost at the end of the presentation. It's about application and entry requirements. So I would like to leave you with just a couple of suggestions. The first one is about timing. Our programs are extremely competitive, especially at the bachelor level, especially the bachelors that are taught in Milano in English. So these are certainly the programs that are the most competitive. The final application for all these programs is going to be March 30, so 1 month from now. But really, this is the time to get your documents together and submit your application. So another reason to refer to my colleagues of Skylines is they can really speed up the process because they know very well what you have to do and how. So you can really save some time by contacting them and by taking advantage of their assistance. So this is the first suggestion about timing, absolutely key. The deadline for master is a bit further on in time. So for master applicants, there is a little bit more time, but once again, the sooner the better. You will have more chances of admission if you send an early application. About the entry requirements instead, as you could see from the presentation, Cattolica is really a multi-comprehensive, complex institution. We offer programs in very, very different subjects. As you can understand, easily understand, the requirements to enter a program in viticulture are far different from the entry requirement for a program in physics or data science. So once again, best thing is to check out our academic offer, select the program you are mainly interested in, and get in touch with us or our colleagues to check precisely the entry requirement for each program. If you want to study in English, you should have a certificate. Ielts, TOEFL, Cambridge, these are the certificates that we are accepting. And this year, given the particular situation occurring for the COVID crisis, we are also accepting the Duolingo test. That is a test that can be done online anytime, and the results are immediately available. So this is another way to help our students to speed up the process. Very last piece of information is about the connections that the university has all over the world. 600 and more universities we are cooperating with. Really, some of them are top-notch university, but we do care to sign agreements only with universities that have the same level, international level of our university or higher. So you have this kind of guarantee that all the universities we are sending our students to are absolutely good universities. So do not consider Cattolica as your final destination, but please visit our international office, because for every program we have plenty of different agreements and opportunities you can take advantage of to travel, to experience another country, to make some 3, 6, 12 months in a partner university and making your study abroad experience even richer. That was it from my side. So thank you very much for your attention. These are the contacts of the university, our email address and website. And these are also the social media pages of the university, where you can check what the international community is already doing at the university. So again, thank you very much for the attention. I hope this was helpful for you to better understand our university. And now I'm absolutely more than happy to answer any question you might have.
Ciao, Matteo. Do you like me to read some questions or to...
Well, I didn't have the chance to read them during the presentation. So if you notice some of the questions that are particularly interesting, maybe yes.
Yeah, but the first one you answered, it was about the tuition fees for the bachelor degree.
Okay.
Also, there was a question about dental medicine, if it is offered at Cattolica.
Let me double check.
Actually sent 2 links, which are to the...
because I guess we have only in Italian.
Yes, 2 programs, Hygiene Dentale.
We have odontoiatria and prosthesis dentaria, but as I said, they are only taught in Italian. So the only program available in English in the area of medicine is the bachelor degree in medicine and surgery. All other programs are only taught in Italian. So for Italian speakers, of course, they are an option.
Another question from Stefania was if there are any programs before the academic year starts, so the student can get to know each other.
For most programs, there is not. We have, for some masters, we have some introductory lectures for students, for example, coming from different backgrounds, for them to catch up with the rest of the class. But about what she said, we do have our welcome activities. So hopefully this year it will be possible to gather all the international students together, but this is something we do every year. So we have several activities at the beginning of the academic year that are not related to your degree or to your program, that are simply activities for you to get to know your classmates and all the international community at the uni, and also to get to know the regulation of the university. So how the administration works, how to do things at the university, how to register for an exam, and so on.
Yeah. And there was a question about the accommodation, but the residence accommodation with the university.
Okay. About accommodation, guys, it depends really on the campuses where you study. So in Piacenza and Rome, the campuses are slightly outside the historical city center, and we do have a dorm in the campus. So you can absolutely refer to the university to find out more about the dorms. In Milano, the university is located in the historical city center. We are in a historical building. So do not picture an American campus with everything inside, dorms, football pitches, and so on. So all solutions are outside the campus. We have some solutions that are available through the university. Everything is on the university website. Or we have also plenty of suggestions of private dorms you can refer to, or simply platforms where you can find plenty of offers for apartments that you can share with other students. My suggestion would be try to have something booked for the first 3, 4, 5 months, no more than that, because then you will get to know the city, you will get to know the classmates. We have in the university a huge board where our students daily, they put announcement looking for a flatmate, I'm leaving the room, blah, blah, blah. So once you get to know the city, it's gonna be easier to find accommodation in an area of the city you particularly like, with the new friends that you will make at the university. Second suggestion, do not go crazy, especially for Milan, to find something next door with the uni. As I said, we are in the historical city center. It's one of the most expensive area of the city, and it's a business area. After 6 p.m. is not particularly alive, so it's not particularly interesting for young students. There are other areas of town that are more alive, that offer more services for young students. And don't worry, because the university is very, very well connected with metro, with buses from any part of the city.
Okay. There are 3 questions with regards to the English language requirements. Stella is asking, what is the minimum Ielts band score for enrollment? And we suppose that maybe this is about a bachelor program.
Yeah. So for Ielts it's 6, for TOEFL it's 84, and for the Duolingo test is 110. Then of course, guys, the higher the better. So this is the minimum, but as I said, the programs at the bachelor level, it's quite competitive, and together with the grades that you have in high school, this is another key factor for selection is knowledge of English. So the higher is your score, the higher are your chances to be admitted.
And maybe it's a good time to say that you need the English certificate at the moment of the application for a bachelor program.
Correct, Evelina. Thank you for reminding me. So it's necessary to have the certificate at the moment of the application for bachelor program. Only starting from this year, we also add the chance for our applicants to sit for our own language test at the university. But this, of course, will slow down a little bit the selection process, because we will have to wait for another test for the results. And then when your application is complete, you can be evaluated. So my suggestion is to have your certificate at the moment of the application, because this way you can be immediately taken into consideration by the admission office for the final evaluation. For master programs instead, you can submit your language certificate later on, but you must have it within July the 1st.
And Laura is asking if she has completed a bachelor degree taught in English. Do I still need a certificate to prove my?
No, thank you for the question. You don't. So all students who have finished the previous cycle of education in English, no need of any other certificate. Same for Italian. So for students who have attended high school, for example, all in Italian, no need of the certificate for Italian.
Okay. And Teodora is asking about the diploma, the secondary school diploma. Can she apply with an American one with 2 or 3 AP classes instead of the Bulgarian one? She's interested in psychology.
Yes.
And is considering also SAT to take.
Okay. So SAT is not mandatory for psychology. It's only suggested for the program in economics and management. And what we are really looking for in that SAT is the math part. So for psychology, don't worry about the SAT. You can apply with an American diploma. Absolutely, yes. We have a requirement from the Ministry of the Education and University. So all students attending an American diploma must have 3 APs. So this is the minimum number of APs you need to have in order to enter any bachelor in Italy. So it's not about our university, but is a regulation of the Ministry of Education. So 3 APs, and you can absolutely be considered with an American diploma.
However, I would like to add, because I'm thinking that Theodora is also completing with the Bulgarian diploma. They take both diplomas. For example,
she can apply with the Bulgarian diploma. If she is going to get the 2 of them, yes, absolutely, she can use the Bulgarian diploma. Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe she directly can use both of them, and Cattolica will evaluate the application with both diplomas. So
yep, So we need students to have a valid qualification to enter the bachelor. Since the Bulgarian high school diploma is absolutely a valid qualification to enter the bachelor, she can absolutely use that one if she doesn't have 3 APs.
Okay. Okay, we continue with the questions about medicine and surgery. The question is from Christiana. She would like to know where to find more information about the admission test, or just some details about the test.
Well, with Evelina, you can contact Evelina. She knows everything. Now, of course, jokes apart, really, you can get in touch with Skylines, and they can let you have all the information you need in order to submit an application and all the needed information about the test. Unfortunately, for this year, we couldn't do anything different, but the test for the EU group is going to be live. It's not going to be online. So we did postpone it to May, hoping that the situation will improve, and international mobility will be a little easier. Because most of the test centers are located in Italy, so we don't have many places abroad. So for students who are interested in taking the test, they will more than likely need to travel to Milan or Rome to take the test in May. But all informations are on the website. So about the content of the test, how many questions, how much time, the score that you need to get, and so on. Everything is on the website. The test is only valid for Cattolica, so we organize our own test. So it's similar to the IMAT, which is used by public university, but is not the same one. So submitting an application as soon as possible give you the advantage of having more time to prepare for the test, because for all students who have completed the application, we open a simulator online where you can exercise for the test as much as possible, which is a key factor.
Thank you, Matteo. And then we move to questions for Italian language. What are the requirements for attending the bachelor programs, and is it necessary to have an Italian language certificate? Is the question from Ugnian.
So depending on the programs, Italian certificate, if you want to study in English, absolutely no need. You are not required to know any single word of Italian if you want to study in English. You can study Italian at the university if you wish later on. And the requirements, they change according to the program. Let's say that we are looking for students, generally speaking, with a high GPA, 75, 80% or higher. And then according to the program, we might be more careful in evaluating certain subjects more than others. For example, as I said before, for economics and management, it's key to have excellent grades in mathematics, for example.
What is the level of Italian for programs in Italian?
So we are looking for a B2 level, something that I didn't mention, so thank you for the question again. For all Italian taught programs, if you do not have the certificate, since we know that getting a certificate for Italian knowledge is not as easy as for English, we can organize Skype interviews with our professor of Italian at the university. So you can submit your application without the certificate, if you are confident with your level of Italian, and you will be contacted by our admission office to set a Skype interview with our professor of Italian. If you pass the interview, no need of any other certificate. Let's say that as a general information, the level we are looking for is a B2 level.
Okay, there's a question from Gary. You actually answered it partially. What is required apart from the language certificate to admission? The whole diploma score from secondary school, or distinct subjects related to university desired subject?
Yeah, both of them. As I said before, generally speaking, we want students with a general high GPA, so high grades in all subjects. And then, of course, according to the program, we are more strict in evaluating some subjects more than others.
Yeah. And Teodora would like to know if she needs to select specific AP subjects for psychology, if she would like to.
Not as a requirement. My suggestion would be to choose the ones that can be more useful for her for the future studies, but there is no requirement under this point of view for psychology.
Then Iana is asking what would be the range of the price for studying medicine in English. She says in Milan, but it's actually in Rome.
In Rome, and the price goes from 7,000 to 16,000 per year, according to the family income.
Okay, Teodora is explaining that she's in grade 11. Yep. This is not the final year.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm reading the question. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So, Teodora, in any case, you can apply for our bachelor only when you are in the last year of high school. So next year, when you are attending the last year, we open the application in December. So as soon as we open the application, you are absolutely encouraged and welcome to submit your application.
Then there's a question from Andrei. According to the 2 years master's degree,
can I apply with a Bulgarian degree in international economics relation? So, guys, it's impossible to let you know just from the title of the bachelor that you hold. It's necessary to check the subjects that you have studied. Probably yes. It depends how many subjects you have related to economics, because as far as I understand, this degree is a bit a mix from international relation and international economics. So it's a matter of checking the transcript and checking how many subjects you have in the fields that are related to the master you are going to attend. Probably yes, in any case. Sounds close enough, let's say.
It's good to check the admission requirements for the specific master program in the website, because they usually can say something about the required credits in different subjects.
Correct.
I'm trying to do that now. Maybe we don't have enough time, but there is a special link, program-specific requirements.
Yeah, let's say that in our website for each program, there is a section with the general requirements and then the specific requirement for each program. So for each program, it's necessary maybe to have studied, for example, I don't know, accounting or political science or statistics or quantitative methods. It depends on the program. So best thing is to get in touch with us in the next few days with my colleague Evelina, so we can precisely check your transcripts, so what you have done at the university, and let you know which are the options available at our uni. So maybe it's more than just that program. You have maybe more options to consider.
We can check. And there is one question from Stefania. She's asking if the final diploma grade is important, or all the grades throughout the years with different subjects, or if you are a final year student, I mean, if you already have your diploma, but maybe you could explain, because ако имате дипломата си, естествено ще гледате и оценката в финалната от дипломата.
Okay, so let's say that I guess we are talking about a bachelor applicant, right?
Yes, a bachelor.
Yeah. So we normally evaluate applications for bachelors in this moment. So when students have already the first, the transcript for the first semester of the last year, and we require the transcript for the 2 previous years, plus a reference letter from one of the professors. So normally the average that students have in the last 2 years and a half is not very different from the final one. So don't worry if you don't have the final diploma at the moment of the application. This is not required. And we are going to evaluate the average that you have throughout your studies.
Nope. Another question from Viara. Does the university hold
all the special exams? No. So it depends only for economics and management, answering to Viara. For economics and management, for students who do not have an SAT, and if the admission office feels that the application is not among the top ones, students can be suggested to take our own entry test for maths. This is the only one. And then there is the exam to enter medicine and surgery, as I mentioned before. But for all other programs, the evaluation is just paper-based. And about the question Christiana asked about medicine and surgery, really, we don't want to get lost in definitions. Let's say that the precise definition is a medical degree. So it's an MD, medical degree in medicine and surgery. So it's not really neither a bachelor or a master. It's the two of them combined together because it's a 6 years program, and it's called medical degree.
It's the same in Bulgaria, actually. Yeah. It's not separated. Okay. May I ask you a question, Matteo?
Yeah, for this
I don't see any other questions. For the psychology this year, usually applicants pass an interview, as we can notice. Yeah,
there is an interview for psychology. There might be an interview also for other programs, so be prepared to be called. For psychology is actually for all students. For some other programs, it might be up to the admission committee. So according to the application, if they feel that the candidate is outstanding, it can be directly admitted. Otherwise, for some other candidates, it might be required to sit for an interview. In any case, do not worry about this. This is not an interview about the contents. So you're not supposed to know already what you're going to study at the bachelor. It's an interview that is more focused on motivation. So the reasons that brought you to apply to our university, why in Italy, why at Cattolica, what are your expectations from the program, what you are planning to do after the program. So we just want to make sure that there is a good match between what we offer and what you're looking for. So nothing to be worried about.
No other questions for the moment.
Okay. So again, thank you very much. I guess my time is almost up.
Yeah. I don't know, shall we wait a few more minutes or to say thank you? Yeah, thank you, Viara. Thank you all. Благодаря ви на всички. Thank you, Matteo.
Thank you very much. So just one last thing. This is not the last time we are together. We are organizing another event with Skylines. So if you are interested in our programs, you can simply get in touch with us, and maybe we are going to have more time for personal questions, the next presentation that we are going to deliver. But you can refer to my colleagues anytime for additional info or just to get started with your application to Cattolica. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Matteo.
Ciao. We are going to be in touch. Speak soon.
Yeah.
Thank
Ciao,
you.
ciao.
Bye. Ciao, 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 ciao.
А на всички, които са още тук, мога да кажа, че след малко, буквално след броени минути, започва презентацията на Кафоскари. Така че... Ето, пуснахме линк. Само че сега ще го копираме до всички.